That's alright, mama. Shake your dance with me. Do the left, do the right, do it again.
Hey, I'm back with Mega Man 2 already. You know we're gonna blast through this game. Bubble Man. That reminds me of a story. Oh, why don't you sit down? Why don't you guys sit down? I'll tell you all about this story, how I became the Fresh Prince of a town called Bel Air. Now, I was sitting at home, sitting in my basement. Stienfeild's sitting there. I'm like, Stienfeild, I just got a call from the King of Bel Air, Great Uncle Phil, and he's invited me to a royal banquet. I'm like, Stienfeild, you stay here, alright? I'll leave you like a bag of Doritos, and I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks off in Bel Air. He's like, you know, that sounds good, but give me the ranch ones. So of course I go to the store. I go and get these flavor blasted, like the nastiest Doritos I can find. Throw them on the ground just like a couple inches away from Stienfeild so he can't actually get to them because he's like handcuffed to this saw thing. I'm like, you know, by the time you get to them, that'll probably be the time they need to eat them actually. So then I leave. I get on the plane for Bel Air. When I'm on the plane, like, they do have this weird protocol. They're like, would you like some fish, sir? Oh, actually, the fish just blew up. So I'm like, why'd you even offer it to me if it just blew up? They're like, oh, it just blew up as we were talking to you. So I'm like, okay, I guess no fish. And then they had like some jellyfish, but I guess I was like, I had an allergic reaction or something in that because I just took one bite, and then it was like really like my mouth got numb, so I stopped that. We landed. Then there was like one of those guys, you know, with the sign, like a limo guy. That was pretty cool. It said dunkey on the sign. I was like, oh, that's cool. So then I take the limo to this like big mansion looking place. And when I got near, the limo driver said, he said, what's up? And he had a dice, and like he had a little dice in his pocket, and he threw it. I don't know what that meant, so I just walked away from that guy. He may have been unbalanced. So I go into the mansion, and then this was like a day before the royal banquet. So I go get in my room. He has like guest room set up for me. It's like a big mansion, so I don't even bump into King Phil that day. And then like I go into the guest room and see if they don't even have internet in there though. That was the thing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play some League, no internet. I'm like, wow, King Phil, you need to shell out some extra bucks to get some Wi-Fi in this place. This place is a real piece of shit. So this is the next day. I'm pretty bored. I'm going to the royal banquet. It's later on in the day, and when I get there, the first guy I see, who's sitting there? It's fucking Stienfeild is at the royal banquet. I'm like, Stienfeild, I didn't know you were also invited. How'd you get out of the basement? Right in front of everybody, I said, how'd you get out of the basement? He's like, you didn't lock the cuffs. So I'm like, you were just sitting in the basement, not locked at all? He's like, yeah. You know, I thought it was fun. I'm like, whatever, Stienfeild, you know. Go back and go in the basement. He's like, no. You know, I'm done with that. I'm not going back in the basement. So, right in front of everybody at the royal banquet, I pick up a fork and I stab him in the hand. Alright? And then I take his head and I smash it down on the table. And King Phil's like, what's the meaning of this? And I'm like, this guy, he's got to do some voice work for my League of Legends video. And he's like, League of Legends, yes. I main Wukong. I'm like, okay, alright, King Phil. You just need to shut up.